Hey guys, today I wanted to show you a little bit of the behind the scenes of how I do my monthly planning. So obviously today is Saturday the 28th and we have 4 days left in this month before January is over. And can I first say, holy moly, I can't believe we are almost at the end of January. But for February, since it is so close and this is the last weekend of the month, I want to sit down and plan everything out for next month. So I kind of wanted to show you what that's like for me, kind of show you the behind the scenes of how I plan out my content for the next month. So part of what I do first is I do my budgeting. So I budget where my money's going, what I'm spending it, and then at the end of month, like for this month, I went and I put how much I actually spent and the difference of how much I budgeted just to see. But that's one of the things I do. And then I actually use, and I know that I've talked about this many times, is I use my passion planners. So this year I actually got the weekly one and then the daily one because I wanted to see what the daily one was about. And then I also use Google Calendars. So I use all three of these things to kind of track what I'm doing and how I'm planning. So what I will do actually on my Google Calendars is I will go to February, and what I actually already did is, which I will show you, is that I actually already planned out, these are when my podcast episodes got, these are when my vlogs are coming out, and I color code them just so then I know exactly what I'm doing. And then I'll put birthdays and my travel days and paydays, and these ones are when I have payments on bills. So I put everything out there. And then because I look at my passion planners every day more than I do look at my Google, but I do my Google to match this, I will actually go in, and I think I've talked about this before with, I'll show you January real fast, this is how I planned out January. So I actually go in and I plan out every Sunday. I go in and I plan out every single day of the week. And then I will say exactly what my main focus for that week is. And then what I started doing is I actually map out, just like on my Google, what the podcast is for that week and what the vlog is. And then the red ones are celebrations, my power hours that I go to with my group, what vlogs are going to be recorded. And then I started doing actual YouTube shorts and reels and Instagram posts so I can plan out when I actually do those, so then I can look back and say, this is what I did with my time for the last month. And then also, because it has work projects down here, I actually list out my podcast and the vlogs for that month. And then you have a space for personal and all that. But I use my Google Calendar for my bills and when I'm traveling and when there's birthdays and all the stuff. And then my passion planner is just mainly for what I'm focusing on that month. And that's it. This is just for my content planning and what I'm going to do every single day. So I will actually go to February, which I already have kind of set up what I wanted to do. And I will actually list out what my plans are for podcasts and what my plans are for vlogs. So then I know initially what my month is going to look like. But if you're wondering how I actually come up with the content for the month, is that I will actually go to my Google Calendars and I will look at the month out full. I'll figure out what's going on that month, and for podcasting wise, I already know what I'm doing because I actually, in my passion planner, I actually have a list. This is a list of all my episodes that I want to do. And then I also have a list that I made, if I can find it real fast, of episodes that I would like to do. So I I actually already know for my vlog, or sorry, for my podcast, what I'm going to do, and I just have to figure out when I'm going to record it. But for my vlog, I kind of just look at the month ahead of time, and like I actually look on Google Calendars because this tells me like when birthdays are coming or if I'm traveling or what I have planned. So then I can look and say, okay, like if I'm traveling, like this next coming up weekend, I'm traveling to Illinois, and I'm traveling to have my mom look at my wedding dress and then have my sister play with my hair, and we're gonna play with my makeup for the wedding. So I'm gonna record that as a vlog and do that as a vlog, and then I can say, okay, my monthly content planning that I'm sharing with you today is gonna be the next vlog that you guys see. Okay, well that can be that one. And then I decided that meeting with a photographer, even though it was right after going bridesmaid dress shopping, I'm gonna put that in after my monthly I'm going to put that after my monthly content planning video that I wanted to show you guys, because I want that one to be first, and then I want that one with our meeting with our photography second, and then I'll do the hair and the makeup for the wedding. And then I chose to throw some ones in there like weekend traveling, like sharing how I pack and, you know, stuff like that. And I might also try to do like a question and answer and have people ask me questions, so then when I'm driving I can do a question and answer one. And then I did one that I'm going to share my mental health journey with you guys at the end of the month. So for me, I just kind of look at the month ahead, and then I kind of plan out what's going on and what I can like vlog for that month. And there's sometimes when like something will come up during the week and I'm like, hey, yeah, I should definitely, I can or I should vlog that, and then I can make a vlog out of that. So I think sometimes people think that when you're doing vlogging or podcasting or whatever you're doing, like you always have to make a schedule, which you don't, but I think it helps you more to make a schedule to set up exactly how you're going to do what you need to get done. And like I said, for me, I take this and I plan out my week, and then I put everything that I'm doing every day. And then down here, I'll put my checklist of what I need to get done. And you could put dates of when you want to get done, but I just kind of mark it off once I get done. And then I actually got the daily planner. So I take my weekly plan. So what I'll do is I'll plan out my weeks first, do all that, and then I'll go to my daily planner, and I will start on Sundays and I will plan out each single day. So what I like about this one is you have a space of what you're going to focus on, and then you have your game changer goals, your personal goals, your work goals, your timeline for the day. It has a space to grow that you can put whatever you want. Your self-maintenance, best thing to happen, what I learned today, your word of the day, and then your mood. But I like this because then in this space, I can put what that day I'm working on. So like for today, this was what I put. So this was my morning, this was my personal, and this is what I'm working on today, and then my quote for the day, and then what I'm filling out. So this sets me up to say, okay, what is my plan for the day? Today my plan was to look over my vlogging plan. And when I say that, I didn't put it on the table because I totally forgot. But I actually have these notebooks that are rocket books that you can write on and then erase, and that is not the right one. But I have one specifically for my podcast. So I will write down actually like what my next podcast is, and then I'll kind of script out what I want to talk about in that podcast episode. So I kind of keep a running. So my blue one is for that. And then for my black one, I actually started planning out what I'm going to vlog, when I'm going to do it, and what I'm going to talk about. So like this was for all of January, this is for February, I did March and April, and then I kind of left it open to do the rest. But like for today, I wrote down exactly what I wanted to do and what I wanted to film, because it keeps me more on track of what I want to do. And I think for a lot of people, like I said, planning is going to be very helpful for you because it helps you know exactly what you're doing. And there's some people that just like to wing it. Like if they have something that they're going to record, they record it. They don't necessarily plan it. They just know what's coming up and they know what they want to do with it. And like I said, there's sometimes when something comes up and I'm like, oh yeah, I could do that as a vlog, and I'll just vlog it. But one of the big things too is you don't have to be perfect. You don't always have to have like this like carefully put together content for people to watch. Some people just like being a part of your life and like to see what you're doing. So one of the things that I think about is like when I started a YouTube channel, I was like trying to figure out exactly what I was going to share, and I wanted to plan content, and then I kind of just thought to myself, like, I just want to share me. I just want to share my daily life and what I'm going through and just share it with people. But I also want to make sure that I actually have stuff to, you know, record. So that's why now every month at the start of the month, I kind of just glance at the month and I tell myself, okay, what's coming up? What could I potentially vlog, or what could I potentially make out of vlog? And then I start planning out my month. So like I said, I will go into my planner and I will plan out February. I at least plan out my podcast episodes and what I'm going to vlog. And then at the end of February, I will go to March, and I'll do the same thing for every single month. So pretty much how I start off is I just look at Google. I say, okay, what's going on that month? What's coming up? What can I vlog and make a video out of it for you? And then that's how I started going. But again, there are some months where like I don't have anything at all and I'm like, okay, what can I share with you guys? And I will just film cleaning my apartment or doing something else, or like I just put, or just sharing my daily life. Like it doesn't always have to be perfect. And I think really that a lot of people who do vlogs, they think that everything needs to be perfectly put together, and it doesn't. Like just if you're wanting to start a vlog, if you're wanting to start a podcast, if whatever you're wanting to do, just start doing it, and over time you're going to be able to perfect what you do and then plan out what you do, and ahead of time the more you start doing it. Like I said, when I started, I was just recording stuff here and there just to share with you guys what I was doing. And it just happened that like a lot of our wedding planning is happening this year, so I can vlog a lot of my wedding planning and a lot of the stuff behind the scenes. But those weekends or during the week when I really don't have anything, I'm just recording a day in the life, taking you along with my day, cleaning days, and just stuff like that, so I can show you guys a little bit of just my life, because I think that you should have content that you want people to consume, but I also think you should have content that is just normal life, sharing what you want to share. You don't have to share everything, but just sharing what you're comfortable with sharing. So that's why today I just wanted to kind of show you what I kind of do for myself, because it's worked out really well for me. Like I said, for my vlogs, it works really great for me to take my notebook and plan out what day I'm vlogging. Like this is for the 2nd. I'm not vlogging on the 2nd. I'm actually vlogging on Saturday the 28th. But this is like my list of saying, okay, these are the dates. Oh, the table. These are the dates I'm going to vlog. And I put them on the calendar. These are the videos that I want to come out. And I do that for my podcast. These are the dates. Every Wednesday a podcast comes out. Every Thursday it's a vlog. And that's why I even do it with my vlogs. I sit down and I plan out exactly what I want to talk about. So then when I sit down, I'm not like, okay, there are some vlogs and podcast episodes that I just wing it and I am talking and I come up with stuff on the go. But for me, I do really like planning. And if planning works for you, do that. That's why I do this planning. And I do the podcast plan. But really, having just a planner to plan your stuff out, no matter if it's like me having these planners or just writing stuff down in a notebook or just having a regular notebook, or like whatever works for you works for you. And like I said, I normally last year I just had a weekly passion planner, but this year I always looked at their daily ones, and their daily ones are really cool. So I'm like, you know what? Try it and see if you like it. And I actually like it because like on my daily ones, it lets me break down exactly what I'm focusing on, what I'm going to focus on, and what I need to get done just for that day. Because I think when we try to do too much stuff and focus on too much stuff, we're doing too many things. So this is a great way for me to just focus on what I want to focus on that day and get it done and not have to worry about it. And also just look at it at a week glance and say, okay, this is what I have planned for my week, and then daily, this is what I'm focusing on. So I hope this was helpful for anybody who is trying to figure out exactly how to plan out their weeks or plan out their like days and everything. Like for me, my passion planners work, and I have 3 Rocket books that I bought that I just like them because you can write something down and you have these and you scribble them out. And then like for my weeks, I have highlighters that I actually like highlight individually what it is. So like when I work out, when I drive home into work, when I'm working, and then in between my blue is for when I actually am working on the stuff that I said I'm going to work on that day. And then I also do that in my daily planner. Like I'll show you like this one. This was for the 25th. I put when I sleep, what I did in the morning. I recorded a podcast episode, so that is blue. When I drove to work, when I drove home from work, and then work as is. So like for me, when I look at stuff and I go back and I'm like, okay, well, how did I spend my time? Like where did I spend my time too is one of the big things too, is that I can actually look back over my month, week to week, and say, okay, where did I spend most of my time? Like, did I spend it doing what I wanted to do? Now you can even glance at it at a month and say, okay, did I get what I wanted to get done? Did I record when I wanted to get recorded? Did I post stuff when I wanted to post them? And I've just recently added Instagram reels and posts and YouTube shorts to everything because I just want to make sure that I have what I want to get done, and it's put here. And like I said, in this one, I actually, because you have a space just to write whatever you want, I actually started taking each space and writing down, like I said, my weekly podcast episodes. And then I actually have a running list of ideas for posts and ideas for reels that I want to do. And then I also, for YouTube, is I wrote down YouTube content, stuff for the wedding, and then what I can record for shorts. So this gives me an idea of, okay, what can I do? When should I do it? And then when can I post it? And it just keeps me like very stuck to, okay, this is what I want to do and this is what I have planned, and I just have to plan it out. So I just wanted to share that with you today. I have talked about my passion planners multiple times. I absolutely love them. I love the concept of them. I love using them. I absolutely love my daily planner. This is the first year I'm using it, and it just like helps so much with keeping me on track with what I want to get done. If you're someone who like has trouble like really focusing on what you need to get done, I highly recommend these planners because they have helped me so much with focusing on just one thing a day and writing what I need to get done and making my list of what I want to get done to actually get it done. So I hope, again, this is helpful. I just wanted to share with you guys kind of what I do. So again, I use my Google Calendar to just plan out everything, and then I use my passion planners both weekly and daily to help me focus on what I want for that week and daily, and then I just write stuff down. And that's why I also like this, because when you have spots where you can just write stuff down, when thoughts come to you or something that pops in your head, you can write it down so you don't forget it. Because I think a lot of us have thoughts throughout the day that are like, oh my gosh, that would be so good. And then also another thing I do is I just open my phone and I go to notes and I talk to my notes about what I want to do. So if I have something that's in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do it. Like, if my phone will let me do it, I will actually go to my notes and I will talk into my notes about what it is, and then I'll go back and be like, okay, great, that's what I want to do, and then I'll write it in here. So that's my way of planning out content for the month. And I would love to know what works for you, because I would love to know if you're more like a planning your month out, or if you're more like I'm just kind of wing it and kind of see what comes to me and then I'll do it. Like if you're a podcaster, how do you do it? Do you plan it out? Do you batch record your episodes? Like, do you sit down and script like I do? Like, how do you do that? Or if you're a vlogger, do you plan out your content, or do you just kind of say, okay, this is what's coming up this week, and this is what I'm going to record, and this is what I'm going to share with people? I'm very interested in how other people do it, and just wanted to share with you guys how I do it. So again, for I think the third or fourth time, I really hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will talk to you guys real soon.